Are you ready?
Hey, yo.
And we're back, baby faces. This is Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots.
Boo.
I'm your host, Victor Villain. And let's see who's making it to the ring this week.
Mischief, yeah.
Follow the buzzards.
Elite Steve, fuck with your boy. Oh,
Old school Joe. Pretty Chubby Flako. What up, guys?
Have a nice day.
yeah.
Jay for job again. The job done.
You're welcome.
And this
Shut
week
your
we
ass
got a special guest for us this week. Tifila Jose
Jose
is
in the
back
building.
this week.
Holla.
Critique with us this week.
Hey, guys.
Welcome back. Before we get to work, I want to take the time to thank you baby faces out there for all the love and support from social media. Lately, we're here for y'all and y'all entertainment first. So keep showing the love and we're going to keep bringing the product.
Yeah, Twitter, IG, everything's been popping. Thank you, guys.
Man. Thanks for the love.
Actually, nah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Because if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't have anything to do on Twitter. You wouldn't have anything to do on Instagram. What you looking at? Titties all day? There's only so much you can watch on Instagram. You know what you need? You need someone.
Although the titties are great.
Yeah, I mean, they're
Yeah,
fantastic.
we can't deny that.
Yeah, right.
But after a certain point,
You need your wrestling.
you need some heel in your life, baby, and we are the heel in your life.
No doubt about it. I guess we can get into work now. Business as usual, folks. Let's hit up
Right.
some rumors.
Team Hell No Assault was to cover Kane's real ankle injury, as reported by at Wrestle Inc. Apparently, he had a broken ankle or something. Glenn Jacobs also at who's that? Pro Wrestling Sheets, right? It says that Farrah Abraham wants to become a wrestler. Actually, I saw that on TMZ first. I don't know who had it first.
If I'm not mistaken, did you guys hear that she said cold
Cold Stone Steve
Steve
Austin.
Austin.
One of my favorites. Cold Stone Steve Austin.
First of all, that is great ice cream.
that is delicious.
Whoa, whoa.
Great ice cream.
And Paige actually responded with like, no, my favorite is Menchie's, which is some like
some weird ass
UK.
British.
Well, she
Listen,
mentioned Ronda, right?
Well, she gives me the munchies.
Hey,
that's on the
I'll make some
board.
munch on that.
Hey. That's why we can't have nice things, man.
But speaking of getting fucked,
Segue.
Nice.
so we got the Underboss taking over. Looks like the firing squad.
Ooh, that's been a fire storyline all week,
Batareka
right?
Fire.
Oh,
So what do you guys think about that?
fuck him and his pants too.
Fucko cut his pants.
I think it's dope that they're using the OGs now, and you haven't really seen too much of the OGs
In a while.
and I mean until those episodes on Being the Elite, you really didn't see much of Fale and these guys, but now they're incorporating them in the storylines, and we're probably gonna get a lot of good television out of this, and it's gonna probably work. That's
Yeah.
right. I'm really excited. I can't wait.
Yeah, it's
You know
been
who else
working.
is really excited? Hulk Hogan
Oh, my
to
God.
be back.
Who?
Reinstated.
Yeah, but
The
that's-
Hulkster brother,
Do you mean Terry Bollea?
Terry Bollea.
Mr.
Really,
Terry
really.
Bollea.
I don't think everybody's excited though about that.
Nah, man. New Day, right? Kofi Kingston coming out with a long message.
Really good.
Right? Really good.
Really well written.
Yeah.
Well, they feeling different, obviously, for obvious reasons.
No, but they feeling different professionally, but personally they're kind of still miffed. So was Titus O'Neil. Even though the rumors were not true, he did not walk out on Extreme Rules. He said that he didn't have a part in the show, so he didn't have to be there, blah, blah, blah. But the fact of the matter is that there seems to be some tension there, and he was another well-spoken or well-written message that came out on Instagram.
You know who towed the company line was Mark Henry. He kind of came through and he welcomed Hogan back. He said the work that he's doing with the Boys and Girls Club is kind of showing that it was a mea culpa and he's trying to better himself.
Right.
But he did mention the fact that a lot of the other talent is still kind of 50-50.
Right. Yeah.
So I just want to ask you guys, because it's been bugging me. I kind of want to know what you guys feel about the situation. Do you guys think Hogan's or Mr. Bolia is being 100% truthful that he wants to, get past this? Or is it just another publicity stunt for him?
Of course he wants to get past this. I mean, it's all about legacy at the end of the day.
Right.
And he's listen, I kind of accept the fact that the WWE presented it as, listen, we suspended this man for 3 years. He's tried to better himself, and he's proven whatever, whatever the situation is, we want him back,
but
and we want him. You're not gonna.
With that being said,
yes,
right? Yes, you're absolutely right. He wants it past him, but what are his motives? Like, does he really feel bad about it, or is he just kind of like, I want to protect my money?
I'm not gonna lie. No, first of all, I'm not gonna lie to you. The money can't be the issue because this man got paid from that lawsuit.
No doubt, but money's always money, and he'll make more money as a Hall of Famer.
Okay. But for me, it's about legacy. And on top of that, you could tell from the interviews he did afterwards that he felt a certain way about it. You could tell he's like, damn, you're like, I feel stupid for even saying that.
And I think we'll move on or whatever, but from what Titus O'Neil said, from what New Day kind of put out there, it seemed very money focused. It seemed like he wasn't really honestly feeling bad about it. It seemed like he was just kind of like, yo, I didn't know I was being recorded. Dude, say shit.
He did know he was being recorded, by the way.
Oh, is that so? The story
he didn't know it was going to be leaked.
Right. Oh, well, that's interesting. That's one way to put it. But he's alleging that he didn't know, so don't get mad. But still, I mean, you're saying sketchy shit.
Well, you mentioned he was the Hall of Fame,
right?
And I think it's just reinstating him is the first step. The next step we're going to see here is going to be rumored to be at least a refereeing match.
Yeah. So the rumor on the Twitter sphere is that Lashley is going to position himself to face Brock Lesnar, and yes,
wake up.
And Hulk Hogan is supposed to be the special guest referee, and he's supposed to raise the hand of the first African American Universal Champion. Like, we're ignoring any of the other titles.
See, that's a bit
Mark Henry,
Mark Henry.
That's a bit on the nose
and all that.
Listen, that's a bit on the nose. That's like a bit much.
That is
like, I would not. No.
But it's something I don't put past WWE.
But yeah, I see Vince doing it as a sign, that we've moved past this, and he's not an N-word sayer. You know what I mean? Like that's gonna be something that I think they would push.
That does sound like Vince, though. I mean, he's very old school, so who knows?
Well, now, instead of having a rumor about a match, there is a match that we know is coming up soon. On the Chris Jericho cruise.
Oh yeah, fire!
The Chris Jericho rock and roll.
Tell him, old school.
There you go. We got the Alpha Club, right, which is going to be Jericho and the Bucks versus the Bullet Club.
The Y2 Jackson.
Is it the Alpha Club or is it Y2 Jericho? I mean Y2
Jackson.
Y2
Jackson.
The Young Bucks tweeted that. Yeah. Shout out.
Shout
out to being the elite.
Who we got? It's pretty interesting that they're teaming up with Jericho and branding themselves as the Alpha Club, though, not as Bullet Club. I think it's
NXT.
Who knows? They trying to distance themselves a little bit.
Could be. I think there's a lot of funny business going on, man, that we don't know about. Stay tuned to the Bucks, man. They're on to something, man. They're playing around a lot on social media, and it looks like they're really good friends with the E these days.
Yeah.
Well, I believe someone who is good friends with the E or used to be is Austin Aries, and he supposedly had some good, interesting insight for the WWE talent that feels underutilized. Is that what I heard?
Oh, I was unaware. Steve, did you?
Why are you asking me these questions?
Why
are we
trying
going
to interrogate
here? Yes, I did hear these. I guess I heard what was allegedly said by him, but I don't take too much stock in it.
I think he did mention something about Impact.
Yeah, no,
about
100%.
Like taking his talents to Impact.
Yeah,
down there, definitely.
I mean, they've been on the uprise. They've been producing pretty good matches.
Impact has been on the radar.
I mean, look, that's something we don't really talk about on here. But Impact is, it's picking up.
Yeah, I agree.
Tommy Lemur, Tommy
Lemur.
Lemur,
Tommy.
Tommy Lemur, the heaviest lemur there is.
Dramatic
But
as
he had a dramatic ass storyline just recently on TNA where like it ended up in a big match and it was dope. They're doing big things. And
They've got a lot of talent over there.
But someone else that had some interesting on-air time were Rollins and Dolph Ziggler at Extreme Rules, right? The Iron Man match.
Iron Man match.
Thank you. And what was it that was said? Do you know?
The fans suck. No, I'm fine.
Well, yes, that's what we said.
Yeah.
Something about the countdown clock.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know?
So the cameras caught Dolph Ziggler and Rollins in a headlock or whatever, and they were kind of talking to each other about why. What was it?
It was the countdown. They took away the clock for a little while.
Why was that? Why did they take the clock down?
I wonder why.
because these fans are fucking idiots.
5, 4.
This isn't the
3,
Royal Rumble. There's a time and
2,
place to count down.
1.
By shitting on that match, you realize what you've done?
Yeah.
You've given Reigns more main event time. Because they tried to put someone else in the main event. It got shitted on. And now Vince is like, see, they can't do it. Reigns has to step in. And we're going to keep getting the same old shit.
Exactly.
But
So
that's temporary though. Because
No, we could only hope it's temporary. But
it's
with
been
Vince-
temporary for what, like 4
Yeah,
years,
for
where he
like
main
4 fucking
evented the
years.
fucking WrestleMania? Like,
no, it's temporary because there's gonna be someone very firmly in the main event scene, and this someone is
Dean
what-
Ambrose.
no, it's
I'm
what
off?
WWE stands for. Walk with Elias.
Elias.
And Elias has an album dropping on July 23rd.
He does.
And people are excited about it. People are actually tweeting about it. It's a big deal.
Who the fuck is excited about
Look,
this?
man,
People.
Look.
I am people.
I'm excited for this album, but I'm a little disappointed. I've been working my ass off in the music industry for a while, and I can't get an album to come out. What the hell is this?
Listen, we'll support you, Steve.
I got you.
Don't worry, we gonna rocket strap you now. Thank God you on this podcast. We have
Man.
Celebrity Steve with us.
I'm out of here.
You're welcome.
I'm going home.
Let me be the bearer of bad news here and dim the mood a bit. There has been a sort of a sad week as well. The passing of Masa Saito this week, and the 30th anniversary of the murder of Bruiser Brody. Old school. Maybe you could shed some light on that murder for that, a little bit on that anniversary for us for that date.
Legendary brawler Bruiser Brody, a guy known well throughout the territories.
Man,
Well,
who
like-
was feared back in
Yeah.
his day.
Absolutely,
One of the toughest, right?
100%. He's the only guy to tell Lex Luger that he's gonna lose, and then
Yo, Lex Luger ran out that cage.
that's right.
Yeah, well, Brody should have ran, man. I feel bad for that guy, man. The way his life ended was just a shame.
Unfortunately, just there was rumors that he was going to try to buy Puerto Rico, and some of the native talent were not too keen on that.
Oh, well.
Not too keen is light.
They
murdered
took him
his
into the
ass.
shower, and they stabbed him.
Well, there was another passing, right? Recently.
Masa Saito,
Yeah.
very old school Japanese talent, trained by Hiro Matsuda, who also trained Hulk Hogan and Lex Luger. Best known for inventing the Saito suplex, multi-tag champ, former AWA heavyweight champ,
Nice.
and,
Yeah.
WWE champ, tag champ with Mr. Fuji.
Yeah, no doubt he had an impact on the business, and it's a pretty heavy loss. But let's talk about a heavy gain in the wrestling industry.
Ooh, big names.
Jose Canseco.
Oh, man.
Can I just say it was pretty shocking to me that he got suspended for steroids as soon as he signed. It's crazy. Crazy.
He's already serving a future 6-month suspension.
Yes.
It's unfortunate.
Before he even signed, he was suspended. I've never seen this.
Listen, I
Well-
can't take this like serious at all. Especially with the fact that I've seen the documentary with him that he has like negative testosterone level. Like he's on treatment. This man is on treatments just to be alive at this point. Like I can't even take him serious about wrestling.
Well, just I guess the last thing before we get into Raw, right, is the issue with Bret Hart and Martha Hart, and the whole.
It's getting a lot of
Owen Hart.
traction nowadays. This week, recently, actually. I mean, this has been a
This is
recurring
Look,
issue. But
she doesn't care. Let's just stop right there because it's not going to change anything. She doesn't care until she passes away. Unfortunately, nothing's going to change.
Bro, but you talk about a man's legacy. Like this man.
She
gave
doesn't
life
care.
for
it's
this
sad. It's
industry.
sad
She
that
doesn't
somebody
care,
would be
though.
that stubborn though, and that hard headed. And
Yeah,
then I hope it doesn't have to get to that point, like you said, Steve. But I mean,
I
that's
hope
what it's
not
looking
either,
like.
but it's looking that way because she has not budged. So let's move on to
Bigger and
Monday
better
Night Raw.
things. I don't know about bigger and better, but yeah, Monday Night Raw.
Boo, Monday Night Raw. man.
bigger and better. Yeah.
Yo, man, what are we doing with this, man? Monday Night Raw. We're gonna go through this as quickly as possible because Monday Night Raw does not deserve.
Well, it looked like
Our attention.
It felt promising in the beginning because we thought
Oh,
Brock was gonna get stripped of the title because Kurt opens the show, brings
did
it up.
you really believe that?
I mean,
Hell no.
well, you know, but
Call me
Kurt
naive.
Angle starts it, and then we get blessed by Mr. Paul Heyman himself. He's back, folks. Grab the mic. He pretty much confirmed that he's gonna get plenty of heat doing it too.
So he set up those two three-way matches, right? To set up a number one contenders match for next week, and then to try to figure out who's gonna face Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. Long story short is that it kind of leads into our first match, right? We
Yeah,
got
it does.
Reigns, Balor, and McIntyre. And if we go into a Reigns, Balor, and McIntyre match, the one guy that should not win that match is Roman Reigns. He doesn't need to win that match. He doesn't
I
need
thought you were
another
gonna hurt my
shot
feelings. I'm not
at
gonna
the
lie.
time. No. Balor deserves a shot. I mean,
Yo.
he's legitimate. He deserves a
Balor deserves his fucking title back.
yeah, but you know what? His character has fallen so much that he's not. He needs the momentum.
But
He
that's
needs to
not
lose his
fault.
smile.
That's not his fault.
No, what's up with this lose his smile shit? But you know who does have momentum?
McIntyre.
Drew motherfucking McIntyre. And I
It's
thought
a damn shame that he did not
No,
come
no,
away with the
We're
win.
going
on that.
back to this Finn Balor shit because he's one of my favorite wrestlers,
Me too.
and Vince is destroying this man's career. Okay.
And,
Vince like, oh, he's not over, and even that, the fact that Vince
got
said
that
he's not
over. He
Finn
got that over.
over.
and
Like, every
oh
match,
yeah,
like,
word.
Yes.
Yeah, he's an
You fucking
internet
kidding me?
darling, as they say. But who won this match?
Roman Reigns did.
Snooze
I mean, we know
fest, bro.
we knew going in that
I
we're
got
gonna
no
get a
words.
rematch for Reigns and Lashley.
I
I
did
mean,
not know. Listen, I did not know that going in because if I did, I would not watch Raw.
well, you are Jay the Jobber, sir.
Yeah,
That's why you
'cause
didn't know that.
As
You were
soon
the
as
last person here to know.
they started working that out, you're like, oh, Lashley and Reigns again. Here we go.
They never let the jobbers know.
But somebody that should have come out. So what I don't understand, right, is that Drew McIntyre comes out and he helps Dolph Ziggler retain in the Iron Man match, right, to make sure that Ziggler maintained his championship.
And Ziggler,
Does not pay back.
he's nowhere to be found.
Dude. So apparently we could use chairs in a triple threat match.
Oh yeah, that's a given though. Triple threat matches you can use.
It was a good match.
I learned that
So,
from
It
WWE
was pretty
2K.
good.
So what's up with Drew McIntyre coming out there and at least being the one that tosses somebody a chair, that, you know, or gets the chair tossed at him? And
Listen, let's not take away the fact that it was a good match.
It was
a good match.
It was a good
It was a
match.
very good match.
Obviously,
Very.
the result was trash, but
Yeah.
does not take away from the fact that it was a good match.
Right,
I was highly entertaining.
Not for
My
nothing,
point is,
I want to see Reigns and McIntyre 1-on-1. By the way, just throwing
But-
it out there.
my point is that Ziggler had a match next. He was the next match up. He couldn't come out, help fucking Drew McIntyre, or at least
And
try
then
to
have
help,
his match right
and
after.
then have
like,
his match right after.
He didn't have to get physically involved.
It's a segue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they segued their own segue.
To be fair, it's not like Sean ever came out and helped Diesel, right?
But he
Diesel
should
was
have.
the heater.
But do you want to keep them exactly like Sean and Diesel?
This is
Yeah.
true.
Or do you want to separate them a little bit?
You do want to give him some identity.
Yeah.
Well, Ziggler, Bobby Roode, Ziggler had a match. Hey, it was a good match.
It was all right.
We need a Rude heel turn.
Yeah,
Like,
everybody's better.
First
as
of
a
all,
heel.
yeah, no, not even that. As a narcissistic dude, right? As a narcissistic character, you need to be a dick. You need to be a heel. What are you doing being a
I mean,
face?
look, if you're a guy whose entrance music is telling people how glorious you are. You are not a face. You need to be a dick. Yeah.
Is this just like the slowest burning heel turn we're ever gonna see, or is he finally just gonna pull the trigger?
Hey, if they don't pull the trigger, he's gonna be lost on that.
If it is the slowest burning heel turn, I would love it. I'd love it. It'd be fantastic. Finally, we got some creative writing that takes time to build.
Hold up, but make sure he goes big when he turns.
Wait.
But that's not happening.
But if we're talking about slow burning heel turns, could we see that with Finn? You think that can happen?
I think Finn is borderline transcendent. There are some superstars, no matter what they are, they're always face. Right? Stone Cold.
Like CM Punk.
You don't think that Demon can be heel?
No, absolutely
Definitely not.
Too much.
I think maybe they'll try to write him that way, and I think they're gonna pop for him. Yo, the Demon is such a face, man. People love that.
The fact that we haven't seen him since what? The last time AJ Styles went against him? It's a non-issue at this point. We're not going to see him for a while. Yeah, and by the next time we see him, the fans are going to be craving it.
You know,
so they're going to pop for it.
You know what's another thing I wish we didn't see anymore of this Sasha Bayley shit going on?
Well,
were they going for like a love story going on?
That was kind of weird. Let's be honest.
Yeah. He forces another pairing, and then one will be traded to SmackDown if they don't comply this time. Nothing special. I actually thought I was gonna see more from Alicia Fox in this because this is like what her first match back.
Yeah, she was kind of weak. She took a bump, right? A light bump.
Speaking of bump, Dana Brooke took a bump.
That's my bad. Actually, that's what I was thinking of. Dana Brooke did take a bump. She took a little bump.
Hey, look, if you're not gonna be on TV, you gotta do something memorable.
Hey, listen, man, I like Dana Brooke. She needs to be on TV.
So do I.
You know who needs to be on TV less? The Ascension.
I was about to say Rollins.
Wow,
Any less than they already are.
Yo, what happened going on there?
What the Ascension came out of from where and got this title shot?
You know what?
The tag titles were defended.
Who cares?
It was for the
there's no rules anymore. There's no such thing as continuity. Whoever wants a shot just walks into the ring. Do you realize, right, in that first segment, Roman Reigns was not looking for a title shot. He walked into a title opportunity. He came out here and said, I don't give a shit. I just want to fight, which is a cool angle. And if he continues that, that'll be dope. But if you're going to come to the ring and just walk in there and just be like, I just want to fuck somebody up and get a title shot and then tell Baron Corbin you didn't get a title shot because you lost. Motherfucker.
That is some wild shit. But, I mean, it pays to be the man, right?
I guess
so. But the Ascension needs to descend back to NXT.
We're interrupted by Matt and Bray after the post match, and they do declare their tag team rematch for the straps next week. Declare the proclamation. Yes, wonderful.
Okay, Borat.
It was a little bit of both. Bliss and Rousey segment here. Rousey came back to fight. She came back for murder.
But who's
I like it.
Is Alexa a heel again? Is she?
No.
Doesn't matter. Are we doing
Alexa is always heel. Alexa is always heel. Like she
tries
to do
the
like
queen of heel.
Oh my god, thank you. And then she
like for me, she's always been a heel, but the whole Nia thing kind of screwed it up for a little bit. Like what's going on?
Because
you talk about the Nia Big Show thing. How she's a heel and face every 5 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know. I got lost a little bit with her character, but she's always been a heel to me. So.
No, she's still heel. She's still heel.
Okay.
So she comes out, she catches Mickey in the awkward Samoan drop that she does, gets her hand on Bliss's hair, and pretty much almost breaks her arm off. Kurt comes out, actually grants her a championship match for SummerSlam if she serves her suspension for one more week after Corbin wanted to, snitch. What's up with that, yo? The snitch on the snitch meter.
Yeah,
Corbin's a hoe.
But doesn't Corbin look like a snitch? Corbin looks like a snitch.
Fucking
Corbin's
snitch.
a hoe.
Like that's it.
That's a hoe ass move.
No,
but he's a heel, and heels get heat.
Good job.
And so
No. Wait a second. We're all heels here. Let's keep it real. That was a hoe ass move.
That was a hoe ass move.
First of all, y'all are heels. I'm a jobber.
You don't get an affiliation.
Yo, everybody stomp his ass out right now.
But you see, he got you that upset that you want to stop the jobber. See? Money.
Can we look at the logic on this though? So
What logic?
Yeah.
Ronda comes out. She's been suspended because she jumped somebody, right? And now she's gonna get a title opportunity because she jumped somebody.
Exactly. Roman Reigns came out, stumbled and fell into a title shot.
Hey,
He
Ronda
ticed himself
Rousey.
into a title match.
hey, but you know why? Because fuck you. That's why.
Exactly.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what
Yeah.
Vince tells us all the time.
Yeah, basically.
How about Sarah Logan?
Oh
Ember
my
Moon.
God, I was just gonna say that.
Hey.
That was a
I don't
nice
know
little
about you
match.
guys, but Sarah Logan
She does it for
has
you.
been improving.
Yeah,
every
no, she
week,
she
man.
moved,
Money,
man.
money.
I
She's
thought-
awesome.
Money,
She's
money, money.
awesome.
Yeah.
I think.
She's a Viking,
I-
apparently.
Yeah, we found that out. We found that out pretty clearly.
All right.
I-
You gotta love kayfabe.
I think the best
love
thing for the
kayfabe.
Riot Squad was Ruby Riot getting injured. As messed up as that may sound,
Yeah. Liv and
Liv and Sarah Logan have been turning it up.
Yeah, man. Maybe
Like-
maybe we got the
And-
Gangrel
and-
Brute
and-
shit all over again.
And long live,
Maybe.
live. Long live, because God bless her.
I mean, she used to be a
And
jobber,
her
right?
blue
So
tongue.
yeah, we get it.
Holla.
Shout out to 201.
Main event time. Let's close it up with the main event. Elias, he pumps up the crowd with a concert, announcing his album, promoting that new album dropping that
July
we just
23rd,
said,
holla.
July 23rd.
Dropping that hot fire.
It's gonna be Lashley and Seth and Elias here, and the winner meets Reigns.
Hey, I mean, we know who wins and we know who was gonna win, but it was a good match. It was a good match.
Many high spots, good dives.
Yeah.
But that's
Solid.
kind of the thing now, right? The dive thing.
Yeah, it's
just
getting a
the-
little
the
hectic,
spot monkey
right?
shit.
Spot monkey. That's a good one.
They sold good fatigue from Sunday. But Seth and Elias were the money here. They were the workhorses. But it was a good finish. Seth simultaneously hits a buckle bomb and then right away a Falcon Arrow combo.
Oh yeah, that
from
shit
the
was
top.
sweet.
That was money.
I do hate that suplex into
Thank
Falcon
you.
Hour.
Thank
I
you.
You
that.
hate it?
Thank
I
you.
hate it.
You do hate the
I-
Canadian Destroyers.
I hate the Canadian
I
Destroyer.
do could give any
Look,
less of a fuck.
wrestling is there's supposed to be an art to it. There's supposed to be a kind of pros to it.
It's supposed to be
hit
a
the,
realness.
yeah, if you hit the
A
man,
man
there's gotta be
flips
a
man
reaction.
with his penis.
That's none of my business.
That's
He
indie.
flips a man.
Holla
with
at
his
Joey
penis.
Ryan. What's up?
Shout out Joey Ryan.
R.I.P. Joey Ryan.
Moving on to SmackDown. This main event was dope though. Obviously Lashley wins, and that was it. We're gonna see the match Reigns and Lashley.
Let's
SmackDown.
talk
Blah,
about the
blah,
A
blah.
show.
But the A show this week.
Let's get it.
this week.
For this week.
Yeah, yeah,
for
This week.
You mean the $1 billion show?
Weeks running the $1 billion show.
We're talking about SmackDown, The Rock's show.
Smack.
He's not on it. I just wanted to say that. But
it is a show.
it is. And we got AJ Styles versus Andrade Cien Almas. Talk about a fucking match, bro.
Yo, and it was a
My
match.
God.
And people,
Please.
so people were complaining online about, Cien Almas taking a loss, a clean loss. You're facing the champion as a.
You're
as
not
a
going to beat the champion on your
lower
first day.
mid-card. Yeah, like
I like this booking that they're doing. You're not beating the champion on
Yeah.
the first time you face him.
keep
You
him
got to
strong.
keep that champion elevated.
Yeah.
That's just how it has
That's
to be.
He gets tune-up matches as a champion. He gets to wrestle,
he
quote
builds
unquote,
up.
the lower
This
card.
match
builds
was
himself up.
amazing.
Yeah.
This match was great
This
for both.
For both of them.
This match, I can see it at a WrestleMania at some point for the strap. I can see it.
Yeah.
I'm not
But-
even gonna fight. I'm not even gonna argue that.
On a
That was great
SmackDown as
match.
their first encounter, it was beautifully done.
Give them a 30-minute match at WrestleMania, and
You
these guys
gave
will
this
tear down the
match-
house.
You gave Cien Almas like so much good rep after that match.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's been building his stock in NXT for so long, and to see him make the jump to the main roster and excel like he did in that match, and prove why he was so big in NXT, is something like you don't see often, and it was great.
Not
Yeah.
at all. Moving on.
Something else you don't see often. This Jeff Hardy character.
Yeah.
Hey, brother
Is it
Nero,
Willow?
baby.
Is he Brother Nero?
I think
Well, he
What
opened the
is he?
show this week, and he was speaking that Willow tongue, native tongue from back in the TNA days.
North Carolina days.
I don't know. Are we getting him?
I think we'll get a version of him and brother Nero. I think they're getting to that. There's a picture put up by
There's a
Matt
cryptic
Hardy.
picture,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, of them walking down and like we're walking together, united, we're stronger, some shit like that. But
I really like that
Maybe it's time
promo
for
though. That
both of us
Shinsuke
to
cut
step away
though.
or something like that.
After that, after his little opening segment,
God
Shinsuke.
bless America.
Oh, that was money, man.
Yo, if he says that every
shout out
promo
to
from
Twitter.
now on,
Shout out to Twitter.
shout out to Twitter because Twitter loved it, and I thought it was a great idea.
Can I just say
Shout out to
that,
Twitter.
like, the fact that Nakamura is putting the title and making it look prestigious every single moment that he has it, it's great for that title.
Yeah.
That title has not meant shit.
That could have been the WWE, but it's still in good hands. I'm not complaining.
It could have been, but
I like that he's being such a dick about it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Look,
No, speaking
at the end of the
English.
day, AJ Styles needs to keep that strap.
You know
a
who's
little
being
longer.
a dick?
Yo, who's being a dick, yo?
Who?
Lana's being
Lana
a
was
dick.
being such a dick. When,
Hey, first of all, you watch how you talk about.
Yo, listen.
I said she
Don't-
can get. I mean, she's
No,
being
no,
a dick.
She was being a dick to Aiden in English.
No, fine, but just can you say it nicer, please? Because
She was being a penis.
Do you see how lovely she is?
Yeah,
She
well,
was being such a penis.
she was being a penis. All right.
And,
Oh, first of all, you
Point that away. What are you pointing that at? Whoa.
Put
You
that
said
shit
be
away.
nicer.
Whoa,
Hey,
come on,
yo,
man.
You said be nicer.
Damn. So
Not
basically,
not that nice.
it seems like Lana's gonna cock block Aiden English and Rusev Day. Thoughts?
It was a
No,
little
but
evident.
that's been in the
I
making
don't want it
already.
to be. I don't want Rusev Day to end.
Nah, but you know what?
It's not
Aiden
gonna
English
end,
is
no.
trash, yo. Let's be real.
No.
Yo,
But he's been the one. He's been. Listen, you can't split those two up. They
But-
are
yes, you
Rusev
can.
Day. They
No,
are
wait.
Rusev
no.
Day.
Rusev is Rusev Day.
No.
No, absolutely not.
Nah,
Aiden
I'll
English
fight
is
you, man.
Rusev
He's
Day.
so nice.
Because
though,
without
that
Aiden
guy.
English, Rusev Day does not become a thing.
Maybe. All right, maybe.
right.
So then he
That's
ran his
right.
course because this whole rapping shit that he's doing is
Listen,
trash.
You watch your whole ass mouth right now.
No, I will fight you.
Let's
Yo,
go.
it's so
go.
awkward. It's so awkward
Listen,
when he's
it-
like rapping mad slow and like
English
He's not
man.
rapping. He's like more like Shakespeare.
How
It's,
good
it's
was-
spoken
He gave,
word.
he
It's
gave birth.
poetry.
He gave
Was
birth to
Del Rio
Rusev
without
Day.
Ricardo Rodriguez, right? And that's what we're seeing again.
Alberto Del
He gave birth
Rio.
to Rusev Day, but I think Rusev would be alright with that. I mean, he's funny to begin with on social media as well. Like, so.
but you know who's getting her very deserved push?
Mrs. Lynch,
Becky Lynch, she's strung together quite some W's
Yep.
as of late.
impressive. So
Right,
they're not even
quietly.
bad matches. They're
CrossFit.
Quietly.
Mm-hmm. And that makes her a legitimate threat to Carmella. You know, she's been building her rapport. She's
Hey.
been winning matches. This is how you do it.
Let's
This is how you build a powerhouse wrestler. Have her win mad matches.
She's one of the few people that have actually beaten Charlotte consistently. So she's always been a credible threat to that championship, but she's been racking up the wins every single week after that.
Yeah, and
So,
she got another one this week from
well
Mandy
deserved.
Rose. Yeah,
Well deserved.
Yeah, man. Moving on. Ty Dillinger job to Samoa Joe. And what's
Wait.
entertaining-
What did you just say? Who?
He
Who?
Ty
Who?
Ty Dillinger?
Ty
Who?
Dillinger.
Wow.
Perfect turn.
The perfect.
He's still
Yo,
alive.
not for nothing. That entrance, man. That announcer he's got it on the money.
Ten.
He's got on the.
10.
He needs to announce for every time.
Hey, look.
Here's the perfect 10. Love it. I love
I'm
it.
sorry. I thought it was the Iron
Yeah.
Man match.
All right, I'm sorry. You know who doesn't love it? Vince.
Well, he got him
Unfortunately.
jobbing, but
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
an entertaining job.
Look, he was never gonna be a main event star though. He's
All
a
right,
mid
but
card
he's a
guy. that was-
workhorse. He's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
workhorse.
He's a workhorse like Sami Zayn, but even Sami Zayn has gotten his matches. This dude
He's
has
not that
gotten
kind of
shit.
workhorse.
Yo, but you know
But
what?
Sami
Like,
Zayn
just-
is an upper mid card guy.
more like a slave horse.
Listen, like guys take time. Like if you keep at it, yo, you get your chances. Look at Dolph Ziggler, like he's getting his chance again, right? After having been crapped on for
But that's
so
not
long.
fair because
You know
that,
what I mean?
they made me not care.
I know, I feel you.
They
No,
made
I
me
feel
not
you.
care. man.
But he kept
They
chipping
made me
away,
not care.
and
Are
he
you
got
speaking
it.
in riddles?
But somebody who kind of took a little L tonight while posting a huge W was Miz and his eulogy
Dumbass.
of Team Hell No. That shit was dope. That shit was funny.
Dope.
I thought it was gonna be really corny and really bad, but I like what it turned into.
Yeah, at the beginning, it looked really bad, and then I was like, okay, this is progressing.
it was
yeah,
good.
it's one of those
It wasn't
moments.
great.
Yeah.
But it was dope that Daniel Bryan came from the back and beat the
On
shit
some
out of him.
fire though. He came out with some fire,
Yeah.
and that's what I
And
like.
everybody wanted to
This-
see them get their hands on each other.
This feud, because of the types of wrestlers they are and the types of promos they do,
Yeah,
will
especially-
feel
especially
really
the-
personal.
especially the what is it? The Smack Talk?
Oh, talking smack,
Talking
yeah,
Smack.
talking smack, yeah.
yes.
Everybody's gonna be remembering that.
But they're good on the mic, man, and they can put on some like passion behind their promos. And I feel like what we're gonna get right now with this attack is the Miz getting really passionate. Is
Look.
Miz getting Daniel Bryan getting really
Look.
passionate?
They've had something since the reality TV NXT. That feud is money to begin with. It should be a WrestleMania feud. It's probably going to happen at SummerSlam. But I digress. Let's move on to the final.
No, we still got Eric
so
Young
Eric-
and
I think
Kofi
this was
Kingston.
was this one of the candidates for match of the week for you, Joe? Or I don't remember what you had, but Eric Young and Kofi Kingston.
It was definitely out there.
It was up there, right? It was a dope little match. Definitely match of the night. But
Match
Eric,
of the night, you sure?
right, my fault.
I mean, we did have
completely
Styles and
Styles and
Austin.
Cena.
Yeah, that was a fire match.
Well, if it was on a Raw, it would have been better. they put in work.
But
They had
did
some
their
good
thing.
spots.
Yeah, it was
and
really
shit.
good. It was really good.
It was great seeing Young back out of here in a singles.
Yeah, Eric Young can move. That boy can move,
The
yo.
off-
That's his
Brandon
original
I forgot.
spot.
I
That's
forgot.
that's his original money.
But this is why SmackDown stole the week.
SmackDown,
Yeah, it
2 hour show. It
A
wins.
2 hour show that stole the week.
No, that's what I'm
And
saying.
let's
That's
talk
what I'm
about
saying.
the main event that stole the show.
Right. This is
Right.
what everybody's talking about. But Jeff Hardy finally got his rematch with Shinsuke. Evades an
expense
early
of an
low
ear.
blow, and it was a good back and forth.
Yeah,
He started using the delete tone, yo.
yeah, and
so-
he teased the Swanton a bunch of times.
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
That's stiff
But,
ass swanton.
But let's get right to the fucking point. And Randy Orton.
He comes back, and
Like
I
a
we
true
smelled
Southern
it.
heel.
We smelled it coming, and I'm just happy
Did you?
that he's the
Did you s-
heel.
did-
I mean, I want to see shades of, back in the 2000s,
Shades of gray?
2000s, and
Who can?
Because they
maybe
were,
some gray.
because
There was definitely some gray there when he came back, though.
and he pulled the gauged out ear of
Dude,
Jeff Hardy.
Look.
that was on some borderline Faces of Death shit.
Dude,
God.
that's one of the moments. It's been a while since I've had a moment like that where I really couldn't watch the screen because it was pretty gruesome. Even though there was no blood or anything, I know a lot of people who have their ears pierced like that, and to see him stretching the hell out of his ear, I got nauseous.
Yeah, that shit was creeped out. That might go on our devastating injuries list when we get to it.
Word.
Oh,
Shout out
does
to
that mean that Randy's like he cares again? He's invested
I
again?
think so.
Because an invested
he-
Randy's
I
great.
felt that.
He's
I
like
felt that.
he's like Nakamura was in New Japan. If he's not invested, the feud will never
over.
go anywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna cover some NXT 205 and whatever other indie news you may have for this week. What's up with that end of the business?
Well, we did see something pretty shocking in the G1. I want to talk about New Japan first. They're really, really pushing Jay White right now. He's got some wins over some impressive people lately. One of them being Okada.
Oh, word.
I mean, the other one being the Asian Shawn Michaels,
I
Tanahashi.
like that.
Like, it's been pretty weird to see. I'm not gonna lie.
Is it like a foreshadowing of him taking the G1? Or at
Could
least
be.
Ooh.
at
Could
least saying,
be.
hey, he's a main eventer?
Did they come up with the card, the two the card for that? Not the brackets. I'm sorry, for the G1 yet.
Oh no, they've been going.
Yeah,
they've been
they're
going.
going.
A block went, B block went. They switched it up.
I think they're like night 4 or 5 right
yeah,
now.
something like that.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, cool. I didn't even know all that.
Yeah. Golden Lovers are in the lead in Block B, so that's another
Yep.
shocker. I didn't think they were both going to be in the lead.
Well, it's coming to that showdown between Ibushi and Omega, right? I think
Yeah,
for Block
we-
B.
Is that something they want?
Ooh.
Is that something they want? But let's get into NXT. We saw Lacey Evans, who's one of my personal favorites right now. She took on Dakota Kai, and that was a pretty solid match. What'd you guys think about that?
I think Dakota Kai looked good. She looks good as always.
I like her facial expressions.
Yeah.
She could sell.
I think she's a really good
She
seller,
could
and
sell.
it's like the little nuances in her face that really, really make that
Really?
feel. Yeah.
Am I the only one that thinks she's the poor man's Bayley?
Bailey? Yes.
Yo, for
I
real.
think
She's the rich
a
man's
raw.
Bayley.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think she's a rawer Bailey,
Right.
Yeah,
and I think she's got
Rawer.
more range.
she
You
does.
feel me? She's got a higher potential, higher
She
ceiling
does.
is what I think.
She's
Yeah.
not the
Yeah.
bubblegum pop John Cena-esque character. She has an edge to her.
She's closer to AJ
Who's better on the
Lee
mat?
Yeah.
than Bailey.
Yeah.
Who's better on the mat?
She's a likable babyface without being 100% white
Right.
meat.
And then we had Cassius Ohno, who we haven't seen in forever.
And then he fought somebody that nobody cares
He
about.
fought a local talent.
Can he
How about
hit the
that-
treadmill?
How about that main event, yo? That triple
I mean,
threat.
he does have the thyroid issues.
Was that
so
Hunter saying that?
It's unfortunate. But we did get a number one contenders match for the women's championship on NXT, and it looks like Kairi Sane is going to be our number one contender going into it.
Nice.
So that's going to be a solid match. Mae Young
crazy.
Classic
That's
final. So it's going to be interesting.
Stiffest elbow in the biz.
Was that official, by the way?
It looks like it's official. It looks like it's
I heard
official.
another thing that I heard was official, and I'm really excited about. Adam Cole and Ricochet
for the North
American Championship.
Yo,
on the line, take
listen.
over Brooklyn.
Jay the Jobber right here. Yeah, I know. Damn right. I don't watch no damn NXT. I will watch this match.
Oh,
shit.
There it is.
Fire.
Baby
And then
steps.
It looks like we're getting Velveteen Dream versus EC3, which is going to be a pretty good feud. I have Velveteen Dream coming away with that one for his first big W. But let's move on.
Before we do that, I got a few shout outs I wanted to make. Shout out to ECPW. That's a lot of letters. Who sanctioned that?
It was
Where have I heard that before? Anyway, shout out to ECPW hosting an event in our backyard of North Bergen, New Jersey this weekend. Last week. And JP Savage and myself were there. Had a great time. My son met Greg Valentine, and they put on an overall great show.
Super dope.
They're going to have another show actually this Friday in Ridgefield Park. Shout out to them. We'll be out there showing love. Also, shout out to the local pizzerias here.
Corleone's, man.
Yeah,
Corleone's.
man.
Shout out to Corleone's, man.
Definitely showed us some love, man.
205 Williams Avenue, Hasbrook Heights, yo. Thanks for the love. Appreciate you.
No doubt, man. And moving on now. The main event this week. Oh, no! Devastating injuries.
That's why we can't have nice things.
That's exactly why we can't have nice things. But, yes, that's pretty much what they sounded like as they happened, each and every one of them. Guys,
Or at least maybe in their head.
there's been a bunch of them, and most of them have been televised to the T, to the bone, to be exact.
Neville's ankles. I'm going first. I'm going first.
Oh, there it is.
I'm going first.
There it is.
Neville's ankles.
There it is.
Or lack thereof.
Are you talking about the one versus Jericho where
Yeah, where they
Jericho
had to
was
call
cursing
it.
out the ref? He was like, "Yo, you fucking asshole! Like, he
Call
broke
the
his
match.
ankle, you dick! You call the fucking match!"
That was on Raw, right? That has to be a Raw thing. Yeah, man.
Shout out to Jericho turn it into a veteran real quick and just be like, yo, make this happen. All right, if we're just gonna throw one out there, how about Vince McMahon's quads?
There's a story behind that. By the way.
That was amazing. I'm sorry. There's a story behind
Yeah,
it.
there is a story.
Go ahead, Villain.
Well, when he first got in the ring, it looked like he broke both, but he really tore his first one. And shout out to the Bruce Prichard show. This was on him. That's where I got this from. But he tears the first one and then manages to walk it back to the gorilla position on his own. Tells everybody, I'm fine. I'm fine. Get off me.
I'm fine. Damn it.
And damn it. And as he walks away,
Ric Flair, stop humping my leg.
he leaves gorilla position, and Bruce is in gorilla, and they just let him walk his thing to his room, and he just goes. All of a sudden, you hear the loudest scream, the loudest scream he's ever heard. Vince tore the other one walking to his fucking life.
Listen,
what's
that's
up?
interesting because when they report on that, like on WWE, they always say that when he tried to get up, he tore both.
Yeah.
Right.
So thank you for the insight.
Yeah,
'cause
well-
I didn't know about this.
Yeah, shout out to Bruce on that. I got that from the Bruce Prichard show. So shout out to them, man. They got some good shit going over there, man.
Well, if we're gonna talk about the father, we'll talk about the son-in-law when he tore his quad.
I was just gonna signal that one, man, because his son-in-law tore him twice.
That was some ugly stuff.
Yeah, that was
bro.
gross.
You could see it like
Oh my god.
crawling up his leg.
Oh god.
Obviously, we're talking about Hunter Hearst Helmsley, right?
Yeah.
Triple H.
Yeah.
Triple H.
No,
Asshole.
first of all, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
No, Triple H.
No, Triple H. If you call him Hunter again,
We're gonna have some problems.
I'm sorry, Paul Levesque. Correct me now.
Is that how you say it?
Oh, really?
I always go kid. Levis kid. I don't know.
What the fuck is that? Let's get
He's so regal.
It's none of my business what they speak in Frenchy French. It's not my problem. Was he from Canada or some shit?
Canadian. Connecticut. Are we just gonna leave out
We're not leaving out nobody.
Vader's eye?
Oh my god!
Oh God!
You want to talk about fucking devastating
Hey,
injuries?
first of all, R.I.P. Vader.
R.I.P.
Vader, man.
Vader.
Big man, Vader, man.
He always had his eye on things.
You just made the list.
Too soon? Too soon?
Way too soon.
Really, that injury happened like 1,000 years ago. What
that-
are you
He just
talking about his eye?
He'd also lend you his ear.
It's been a few.
Oh.
It's been a few episodes since somebody's made the board. Congratulations.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
you just made the board.
I'd like to thank all the baby faces.
Yeah. New Jack, Vic Grimes, Scaffa match.
Yeah.
Why do they do
the
these
rematch.
things?
They almost died.
Why do they let this happen?
Or not
They
ECW,
almost
that
died.
was
Like-
somebody else.
On some real shit. Like they almost died.
He nearly missed. Somebody that didn't miss though. Sid Vicious.
Wait, how do you laugh before
Yeah.
you set this up?
I don't even know.
Segue.
Chuckles. He didn't find it too funny.
Sure didn't.
So Sid is notorious for really not giving
Great promos?
into. Well, if he had half a brain,
This has gone terribly bad for his. He's not gonna enjoy this episode.
Hell no. Yo, his leg looked like a right angle.
they told him to do a top rope move. That's on WCW.
Oh man. Another one.
Yo, how
Speaking of
about-
scaffolding,
you going there? You going there?
am I going there?
I guess.
All right, we're gonna talk about
Do it.
Jim Cornette falls from scaffolding, tears his knee ligament.
It was incredible.
Oh my God.
It was incredible. He literally.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Woo! We live, baby. We
Shit,
live.
Stone Cold's
I
here.
mean, if Stone Cold's here, you got to talk about it.
Yeah, Stone Cold
Huh?
Steve Austin and his neck.
Oh my
Against
God.
Owen Hart.
freaking
Owen
Broken freaking neck.
Hart breaking Stone Cold's neck.
But I
broke
got back up.
my
Oh
heart.
man, I thought you were going somewhere else.
And Owen Hart. If we're gonna talk about devastating injuries, listen.
Old school with the safe?
Yeah, you were the air cap.
That's on the board. We all know. We all know. But it was the
This
blue,
is why she won't let him in the Hall of Fame.
it's the Blue Blazer. All
why.
right, I'm my bad. Anyway, moving on. Someone with brain injuries. How about Chavo? Chavo getting injured from
Chavito.
Billy Kidman.
The shooting star knee.
Yeah.
That's
man.
what Chavo called it after that.
Chavo didn't call it shit.
He called it the out.
He called it.
He was dreaming. He was dreaming.
Someone else that got kind of fucked up was Draws. How about that? Draw's neck.
Kinda did.
Smackdown,
Kinda did.
1999.
Speaking of necks, something involved with the neck
Next.
was RVD frog splashing Triple H's neck
I was
in the
there for that,
elimination
man.
chamber.
Wow, yeah.
That was bad.
He
Like
couldn't breathe.
yeah,
Was that the first or second?
he
that was the
can't
first one.
even breathe.
First one.
First one, yeah. Madison Square Garden.
That whole match was just a train wreck, from what I've heard from the talent.
Yeah, that was kind of bad. Hiromu Takahashi, his broken neck.
What you said about my mama?
Well, we're not even sure at this point. Did he even break it, or is it just
Is it
something
What's
else?
up? I heard he was doing better.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it was a broken neck. Thankfully, yeah, it looked a lot worse
How about
than it's turned out to be.
How about The Rock?
Which one?
When he got injured by John Cena at Mania.
Oh yeah.
Didn't that happen twice?
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
I
sure.
felt like it
Yeah, both
happened more
matches
than
he had.
one.
It
an
was
injury.
definitely the first one.
Yeah,
It was twice in a lifetime.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
you
the
know,
second time, he didn't show up to Monday Night Raw, where we had 3 Slammy Award winners.
That's right, baby.
So
Bastards.
He could have handled it. Could have handled it.
You know what? You know when you don't have it anymore.
look,
That's
man,
just
I will
another
fight
Watch your
you.
filthy whore mouth.
Yeah, for real.
The only one I want to bring in
Did I
is
strike a nerve?
Joey Mercury.
Ooh!
Oh.
See Phila Jose
It
with the
was
chiming
kinda
in.
tough there.
Oh man.
What happened?
Really gross.
That-
Really gross.
What he
Yeah,
takes? What happened? What do you do?
a whole ladder.
A whole ladder to the fucking face.
From the top rope, ladder to the face.
Talk
So
about a
this was
leaky
interesting.
faucet.
This was interesting. They set up like a slingshot ladder setup. This
It's
was
worked
Armageddon
before.
in the 2000s, and I guess Hardy off the top rope he hits one of the ladders.
Yeah,
it
the
spring-
bottom of the ladder hits him in right.
They did not take that move
it
right at all.
slices and dices, bro.
Not only was it hard to watch, but the result of it was even worse.
Yeah, it's
Talk
crazy.
about a leaky faucet.
Yo, you want to talk about a leaky faucet? Eddie Guerrero, JBL.
And that can be an injury because that was a blade job gone wrong, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that sucks.
Yeah, that was a lot.
But made for great TV.
First of all, wait. So for me, injury list, right? Like we haven't brought up the Smackdown now stable.
God damn you.
And someone who's gone through that table many times, Mick Foley.
Ooh.
Right? We didn't talk about
Barely
his ear ripping
injuries.
off. We didn't talk about the hole in his face, the plethora of concussions at the hands of The Rock.
This poor man needs a list of his own.
Shit is crazy.
OD crazy.
Who else we got?
You want to talk about injuries? What about Shawn Michaels' injury?
What?
When he hit his lower back, that casket.
He had a more devastating injury
Yeah, when he lost his
fucking
eyesight.
smile.
What's up with this fucking smile? Everyone's talking about the smile, man.
Topic of the week: smiles.
Yeah, for real.
Fuck
No,
smile.
But Mischief did bring up a point when Jericho threw his face into that TV and he went caca.
Yeah, that's
word,
what
word. That
I
was
was
eye-
talking
He
about.
turned, he turned into
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels McGrady.
You're welcome.
And something similar.
Speaking of which, do you remember during that feud when Jericho accidentally gave Michael's wife a black eye?
Oh, a black guy?
Oh,
She-
shout out to that angle, yo. That was some dope
Yeah.
television.
Extra stiff.
Beat the that shit won't be on TV today. Punch the shit out of her.
I thought you said a black guy. This whole time.
Something
like,
Hulk Hogan would not
What
be
are
too
you
happy about.
saying right now? I don't remember that angle at all.
No?
Nah, I did
That was
not.
SummerSlam, right? Or Unforgiven?
Oh man.
But I bet you remember that right angle that was Sid Vicious.
Oh my god.
God.
Sid Vicious.
That was hard to watch.
What else
man.
we got?
Was there ever anything that shattering on TV, like where they broke something
Now,
like
listen,
that?
Oh, how
I
about
think the worst one has to be Sid Vicious. Like the worst, like the
Pay per
worst.
view, literally pay per view, man. Live pay per view. You can't get it.
all right.
I think the worst one was
We know that. Shut up.
I
Shut
mean
up. He wore a blue mask and a blue cape. Shut the fuck up.
That was not an injury.
Speaking of messed up necks, Misawa catching a back suplex. A back suplex. Cracks his vertebrae and he dies.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Bruh. What
That's
the
how
fuck?
Tiger Mask died.
You win.
Right, yeah. First of all, the way you set it up, I'm like, oh, okay,
Oh,
probably
yeah.
something like
Yeah.
death. Oh,
Oh.
thank you.
What the fuck was that music? I heard some fucking music. Yeah, that's
Rather
all the time.
abrupt.
That's all the time we have for you folks this week. We thank you for downloading this episode 16. Gentlemen,
That was
thank you
cool.
for downloading from wherever you get your podcast fix. We're gonna leave you this week with a message from our special guest who's
Yeah,
gonna
buddy.
lay down the law and tell you how he feels about you baby faces out there.
Boo.
All right, 10 count till 10 toe. Till next week, guys.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what? Fuck them all. Fuck them. No more Mr. Nice Guy. I'm tired of sitting back and watching. No more. Because you know what? The elite. Fuck them. New Japan. Fuck them. Okada's pants. Fuck them too.
Fuck those shits.
That's right. No more. We're taking the ship back. Way back.